Have you ever wondered if an electric car can charge another electric car? Or if you can use an electric car as a generator to do ironing in the middle of a forest? Today we're mostly filming the Kia EV6, which has V2L innovation. Perfect if you need to do some emergency last minute ironing. Spoiler alert, this is not only a moving battery slash generator, it's also one of the best electric cars on the road. Introducing the Kia EV6. Now, I'm supposed to be objective in these car reviews, but it's very difficult with this car because I love it. And I don't mind saying that, I really do. I think it's a great car. If you took this badge off and put a Lamborghini badge on, I don't think many people would blink an eye. Maybe Lamborghini would. Look at these lights. They're just so super slick and sporty. I think they've done a brilliant job here. The grille just screams. Let's go fast. Come around the back here, something that has divided opinion, the door handles. I find them quite easy to handle, but Ollie and Tash, not so much. They weren't big fans. Come round the back, look at the bottom on this EV6 GT line. It's just so slick and well made and lovely, and it's got these little bits here and here and here. Oh, and the good thing is, when you finish doing your ironing, you can just stick your charging cables under here in the frunk. Plenty of space for paraphernalia. Unfortunately, it can't fit the iron, but it can fit other bits and bobs, like cables. Now, if you really want to get under the hood of the Kia EV6, head over to selectcarleasing.co.uk. It's got all the details right there. Doesn't have the kick technology. Also on this version, it doesn't have the auto tailgate. Only thing I don't really like about this car is these pointy bits here, because I can see myself putting shopping in and maybe giving myself a black eye. That's about the only thing I don't like about the EV6. Now, when we were up in Scotland earlier this year filming for the Faster project, which is all about car chargers, we had the Kia EV6, and the car that we had then had summon mode. So if, for example, you accidentally parked in a massive puddle, fear not, because you can press a couple of buttons and you can automatically summon the car towards you or push it back with no one in the driving seat. Very clever. Now, one of the beauties of electric cars is you have different drive modes. So if you want to get maximum range, you pop it into Eco. If you want to have decent performance and normal range, you pop it into normal. And if you really want to kick on, drop it into Sport. It goes red, your phone starts ringing. Off we go! Hey, love this car! How you teeth, Ollie? Help! Okay, we're in a bit of traffic at the moment, so let's talk about the rivals for this car. You've got the Polestar 2, you've got the Tesla Model Y, you've got the Ford Mustang Mach-E, you've got the Genesis GV60. Genesis GV60 is one of my favourite cars I've driven this year. This is cheaper, but it does almost everything that the Genesis GV60 can do. It's just a little bit more practical. It's got loads of space in the back, loads of boot space as well, and it just drives beautifully, looks great. If you want to see any of the other reviews of those vehicles, then just head over to Select Car Leasing YouTube, because it's got all of them. The basic model that we're in at the moment is the rear-wheel drive single motor version with 229 horsepower, but there's also a twin motor all-wheel drive version with 325 horsepower. The more powerful all-wheel drive version is naturally the faster of the two, getting from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds, but the rear-wheel drive car takes 7.3 seconds. Oh. Flip heck. Right, let's talk range, because this car comes with a 77.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, which will get you 328 miles of range-ish. Now, if fast charging is important for you, this could be the car for you, because this will charge from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes on a 350 kilowatt charger. That is super quick. Now, thanks to the V2L technology in this car, you can also charge another EV from the 3-pin plug. It won't be a fast charge, but useful in emergencies. So in roughly 5 minutes of charging on a 350 kilowatt charger, you'll have about 60 to 70 miles of range, which is enough to get me back to my mum and dad's in Northampton. And who wouldn't want to go to Northampton? We're just on one of the most, one of the most uneven road surfaces in the area. I like to bring the cars down here just to see how it handles it, especially at speed. Not bad. not bad at all. This has quite a long wheelbase as well, so there's a little bit more room between the front wheel and the rear wheel, which means that it absorbs shock just that little bit better. Okay, let's talk about the storage space in this car, because the door bins are pretty good. You've got some decent cup holders here. You've got a huge area here in the center console, and even a little bit underneath the center console there. In the back, 2 cup holders. Whenever we film these cars, it's always quite a challenge getting all of our gear into it, but this car hasn't been a problem. And that leads us nicely on to the boot challenge. Can we get the famous set of golf clubs in the car, in the boot, with the driver? Well, unfortunately our time is coming to an end with the Kia EV6. I really don't want to give it back, and I know my kids love every single car that we review, but this one is the one for me, I think. I did love the GV60 also from the same makers. So if you're looking to get an electric car, hopefully this is the one for you. And you can find out more details over on selectcarleasing.co.uk.